Alrighty guys, we're back for some Convoke Defenders, and this is a March of the Machine standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with a red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? Well, we got 4 Captive Weirds. This is a 1 mana, 1/3 defender for 3 and a red Phyrexian mana. You can transform Captive Weird, activate only as a sorcery. When it transforms, it comes out as Completed Conjurer, which is a 3/3, and when this creature transforms into Completed Conjurer, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Not half bad, guys, honestly. We got 4 Concealing Curtains. It is a 1 mana 0/4 defender, and for 2 and a black mana, transform Concealing Curtains, activate only as a sorcery. Transforms, of course, into Revealing Eye. We actually get to see Concealing Curtains every now and then, which is nice, huh? So it's a 3/4 with Menace. When this creature transforms into Revealing Eye, target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player discards that card and then draws a card. This is actually a pretty great way to get a board wipe out of the opponent's hand, for example, or something like that. So got 4 Walking Bulwarks here. This is a 1 mana 0/3 defender. For 2 mana until the end of turn, target creature with defender gains haste, can attack as though it didn't have defender, and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Activate only as a sorcery. Pretty cool card, guys. It's going to be excellent in here. Have a single Fateful Absence. Just plug in whatever choice spot removal you like the best, right? I think Fateful Absence is going to be relatively decent in this one. So we got 3 Surge Engines in here. At this point, you guys are probably picking up what the deck is putting down, right? A lot of these defenders can lose defending and start attacking, so that is pretty cool, huh? We got 4 Blight Piles. It is a 2 mana 3/3 defender, and then for 2 and a black, you can tap it. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. So I don't want to call it anti-synergy, like when you're flipping cards like Revealing Eye and everything, because overall, 2 mana 3/3 defender isn't terrible stats, and then there are a lot of instances where you're still going to be able to activate that bottom ability there and still get a good chunk of damage through, which is pretty cool. Okay, Faithbound Judge, I've played with this actually a decent amount on the channel, and it's just solid, man. 3 mana 4/4 flying Vigilance Defender. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Faithbound Judge has 2 or fewer judgment counters on it, put a judgment counter on it. As long as Faithbound Judge has 3 or more judgment counters on it, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. It's a solid brick wall, guys, all around, and we're not going to look at the disturb cost unless it comes up in a game today. Got 4 Wingmantle Chaplains, and this is where the Convoke stuff comes in. So Wingmantle Chaplain here is a 4 mana 0/3 defender. When Wingmantle Chaplain enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying for each creature with defender you control. Whenever another creature with defender enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Nice. That's going to help us get a lot of damage through in the air, and also cast out all of our Convoke cards, like Meeting of Minds. It's a 4 mana Convoke with draw 2 cards. Of course, Convoke is your creatures can help you cast this spell, so pretty cool. It's going to be a great way to keep our hand stocked. Pile On is our other choice removal here, just a couple of them. It is very solid. With the Surveil too, you could do cool things like send the Faithbound Judge to the grave and then have that disturb open, but like I said, you're probably just going to want to draw Faithbound Judge. It's just super solid, probably the best card in the deck, honestly. So, well, best creature in the deck, right? Okay, well, actually, we do have a top end here too. Knight-Errant of Eos. Now, this is a 5 mana 4/4 with Convoke. When Knight-Errant of Eos enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. That's a good chunk of cards. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards with mana value X or less from among them, where X is the number of creatures that convoked Knight-Errant Eos. Put the revealed cards into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, just a great way to get a couple more defenders into your hand. Play out those defenders. If you're not doing things like destroying the opponent with Blight Pile, then maybe the defenders can lose defending and start swinging in, like the Surge Engine or the Revealing Eye, for example. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. It's a relatively simple one. I think it's actually going to be pretty simple to play as well, but we'll see, right? You never know. Sometimes there's a lot to think about when you have the Convoke cards in your hand, so... Okay, mana base, guys, I thought about the dual land for quite some time, but in reality, we just opted for a lot of the faster lands with the Seachrome Coast, the Darkslick Shores, even some Pain land with the Caves, and then some slow land here with Deserted Beach, couple of Shattered Sanctums, and all 4 Raffine's Tower. I do think all 4 of these is going to be important, but we'll see, right? Of course, Rock and Abandoned Mire, we do have a Soaring City in here, as well as a Seat of the Empire. Honorable mentions, guys. Experimental Augury almost made the list, as well as Drown and Ichor was almost my choice spot removal because of the Proliferate, but it only works with the Faithbound Judge. So I don't think anything else in here gets counters. So yeah, the Proliferate on both of these wouldn't do much else, but yeah. Shield Wall Sentinel also almost made the cut. It would be pretty cool to just find the defender we need and plug it into our hand, but it's pretty slow overall. It's only a 1/3 defender. If this had just a little bit better stats, you know, something that doesn't immediately get cut down to, then maybe the 4 mana would be worth it. But overall, Wingmantle Chaplain's just going to be so much better, so... Alright guys, that's the list. Yeah, we're kind of not doing the whole red cat thing with aggro or a deck with red in it, but that's okay. I really wanted to play defenders, and also Captive Weird technically has red in it, so if that counts, right? Alright guys, let's go ahead, take this into some ranked and see how we do. All right, what am I expecting from the list? You know what? I think we can get the job done. I do. Overall, I'm not expecting too much. It's definitely going to be jank overall. A little scary going into ranked with it, but the ranks recently reset, so we're just chilling in gold anyways, so... good starting hand, man. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I don't know if you can ask for a better starting hand, honestly. See, they drop a Shipwreck Marsh, huh? Okay. Oh boy. Alright, instant cut down for the Concealing Curtains. You know what's fun? Blight Pile does not get picked up by cut down number 2. That's pretty fun, right? So next turn, we're going to want to get the Raffine's Tower out tapped, drop the Blight Pile number 2. Yeah, we might just have Dimir control over there. Oh! Okay, I have no idea what we're up against. I mean, some kind of Dimir, obviously, but... Dimir draw 2? Maybe. We don't really see that very often, so... Ooh, Captive Weird. That might be good to get down this turn too and see if we just draw an additional land. I don't mind that. Get as many creatures out as possible. There's a possibility that we see an untapped land for the Wingmantle next turn then. Actually just 1 mana short from the pile-on too, wow. Getting all the creatures out there. If the Concealing Curtains survived, we would have pile-on open. Cut down for the Captive Weird, yep. Okay. I think that's fine. At least the cut down won't hit the Wingmantle then. Oh, okay. Faithbound Judge in the grave. I don't know if this pylon's gonna do too much, guys, and I really don't want to lose a mana here necessarily. Check the grave. Another pylon is in there now too. I guess the pylon. I don't know, man. That's tough. No, we'll get rid of the Raffine's Tower. It's fine, guys. There's a better chance of us just seeing land. Yeah, we should double block. They only have 1 mana open, so I'm assuming, yeah, there we go. Nice. Walking Bulwark. Okay. Well. I'd rather keep the caves open just in case something happens. We could use the Bulwark's ability and swing with the Blight Pile. Yeah, what the heck, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. At this point, we have to anticipate just like a lot of our creatures getting a Reckoner Bankbuster. Yeah, makes sense. Still don't know what we're up against, really. Plaza of Heroes hits, Cruelty, Invasion. So this has got to be a Reanimator deck, right? Maybe just rocking Toxrill as a top end. Some other big things on the top end too. Oh, they took my Wingmantle. Oh, that's not nice. We have Meeting of Minds here. Do we do the Meeting of Minds before they have like a counterspell on their turn, or do we just swing with the Blight Pile again? Nah, I think we do the Meeting of Minds. You know, we don't want to get hit with a Make Disappear either, so... Okay, not bad. Yeah, restocking our hand is super important. When they have cards like this, that gets rid of cards in our hand, and Cruelty getting rid of cards in our hand, like... They can really start to push things into their favor here. Like, they still have 4 cards. Yeah, and another Invasion. They're going to draw, and we're going to discard. I think the Pylon... We should check their grave first. Yep, Atraxa. Crap. Okay, okay. Surge Engine? Cruelty's going to bring Atraxa back. We use Pylon. And we have Concealing Curtains then. Surge Engine might actually help us win, though. So can Concealing Curtains. Bro, I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. We're up against... It's 2 non-meta decks, so... Okay, Fateful Absence, that's cool. Concealing Curtains. Yeah, either way, Atraxa comes back next turn, restocks their hand, and we have to immediately get rid of it, probably with Pylon. We could go Walking Bulwark, swing with Concealing Curtain. That would be cool if we didn't have to worry about Atraxa next turn. Well, it's going to hit the board either way, and it won't have haste. Okay. Here I am talking myself into being a little bit more aggressive here. I mean, the opponent is at 10. Atraxa comes back. It doesn't have haste. They don't have red in the deck, so there's nothing like super fancy that's going to be hitting with the Atraxa, right? Opponent? Hey, maybe they want to bring back a Surge Engine. You never know, right? No, it's definitely the Atraxa. They'll have 5 mana open. Like I said, it doesn't have haste. This card, I brought this up in the last video, I'm pretty sure. Invasion of Amonkhet is really, really cool, and I actually think it's really good, too. In the right build. So I do have a build around for Invasion of Amonkhet. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. I might even just make a video on it this week because I'm actually seeing it a lot from the opponents too, so. Duress! Oh man, luckily we have 2 pieces of removal here, guys. The opponent has just been peering into our hand this entire game and just really, really whittling it down. Yeah, get another creature down. We're kinda, sorta holding our own, guys. We really are. It's too bad. Fateful Absence, they're gonna immediately draw. Actually, there's no guarantee that it's gonna stick in the hand. Well, Atraxa's around, guys. Crap. So if I would have kept the mana open, they did have a Make Disappear here anyways, so I think that's game. We can go Blight Pile. They lose 3, but then Atraxa has a lifelink. Let's see where they swing with... If we go Concealing Curtains, no, it has Menace, but yeah, they have 2 creatures now. Yeah, no, we're dead. We're like super dead, guys. This was cool, though. I think we held our own pretty nicely. They have another Atraxa here. In the grave, too. Duress. Oh, man. Yeah, overall, I think we held our own. But yeah, if we would have kept the 2 mana open, they would have just Make Disappeared when we tried to get rid of the Atraxa. So very cool deck, opponent. Honestly, yeah, all 4 Invasion of Amonkhet. I don't know, man. Card looks good. I love that it immediately tries to shift the card advantage in your favor, right? Like, not only do you get to keep the siege on the board, you get a mill for if you're running, like... I mean, honestly, just Invasion of Amonkhet cares about the mill, huh? We'll just let all this happen. They go back up to 14. Actually, we might want to concede so the game doesn't go on too long, guys. We might want to. What card did they hit with the Lazotep. Faithbound Judge, cool. That's neat, man. That's neat. We don't have the 3 mana open for the Blight Pile either this turn, so let's drop them the GGs, guys. There's no guarantee that they're actually going to swing at our face either, so I don't want to take too long on the first game here. That one's definitely theirs once the Atrax is on the board. Also, I think all of our spot removal was gone too, right? Yeah, Fateful Absence #1 and 2 Blight Piles. No, 2 Pile-Ons. That's funny. We got a lot of piles in the deck. That's actually pretty funny. Missed opportunity to call it just pile of cards? Probably. Missed opportunity. Instead of Convoke Defenders. Oh, man. Alright, let's see. That was a neat deck from the opponent. And it looked pretty scary, though. The main reason it's neat is because, like, even if it's brutal, at least it's different, right? Because the meta is something else right now, man. It is Grixis, mono blue, mono red, and mono white control. It is brutal. I actually haven't seen too much mono black recently, which is a little bit surprising. I'm hearing from you guys. So we don't have double white for Faithbound Judge, which definitely sucks, but I don't know if this is necessarily a mulligan either. I don't think it is. I think this is fine. There's a good chance that we'll see a second white source too. I believe the majority of all the lands have white, so I think we'll be fine overall. Get a couple draws here before the Faithbound Judge has to land anyways, so even if it's not the Judge, we might find other defenders to play and then eventually get the Knight-Errant out as well. Well, opponent. Ooh, mono white. Let's see if it's mono white aggro for a change. No? No 1-drop. Maybe they had a hand that was like, oh, I don't know if this is keepable either. Yeah, Faithbound Judge, that pretty much makes sense. We might as well swing with the Walking Bulwark instead of keeping the Fateful Absence open. Down to 17, let's go. Yeah, we did a lot of damage last game, guys, overall. I bet I could have even been a little bit more aggressive, too. We just didn't entirely know what we were up against. Dusk Legion Duelist, okay. We should probably take care of that before they start drawing from it, right? And I think we do play this just for the sake of having more land on the board. A little bit unfortunate, but yeah, we get rid of this on our turn. Sometimes you're up against decks and you're not entirely sure what's in them, and a deck that runs like a bunch of ways to give +1/+1 counters might have instant speed protection for their creatures too, for their big creatures. You just never know, right? Guardian of New Benalia. Oh, it's just going to be some mono white soldiers, maybe. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Concealing Curtain. Give it haste. Swing for 4. Not a bad play. But just playing Surge Engine might be better. Yeah, let's get the Surge Engine down so that way we can get Knight-Errant as soon as possible. Faithbound Judge is going to be terrific against a soldier build, so that's like something that they definitely want to see their Brutal Cathars for. Giant Veteran, nice. I think we'll just... we could block with Concealing Curtains successfully. Again, you'd never know when it's something a little off meta here. Mono white soldiers with Dusk Legion is definitely something I would consider off meta. Lay down arms, okay. I'll take the life gain, dude. It's nice. They didn't want to trade into Guardian. But realistically, we probably wouldn't have accepted the trade anyways, because they could have given it indestructible, so. Concealing Curtains rocking good stats. Come on, White Source. Let's go, guys. Honestly, though, Knight-Errant might be better now. The sooner you get the Faithbound Judge down, though, the sooner you can start swinging in the air with it, so. Also, Concealing Curtains is not bad to do here either. I think it's gonna be Faithbound Judge. How you guys feel about that? Actually, just a lot of options, guys. I'm relatively surprised at how many options there have been so far. Because we could have swung with the Concealing Curtains, but we also could have used like Bulwark to swing with a 4/4 Concealing Curtains. It wouldn't have had Menace, but they wouldn't have blocked with the Veteran. But against soldiers, we probably want to. We probably want to be on the defense as much as possible. Faithbound Judge number 2 is ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess they. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain. If we get Faithbound Judge number 2 down, I think we take the 5 here, you know? That more of their removal in their deck might just be more laydown arms, which is just good for us, because we gain life. If we block here, they discard, keep the Guardian. Alright, we take the 5 this time. How do you guys feel about that? Get that Judgment counter. Captive Weird, cool. We go Captive Weird. I think we just get all the creatures out and then have Knight-Errant next turn. We could do Knight-Errant this turn, but we're kind of sort of in danger. If we do the Concealing Curtains, though, we might be able to get rid of a threat from their hand, like a Valiant Veteran. But then if they find their 5th mana source, of course, they can use that ability. It's just going to be Faithbound Judge. I think that's completely fine. It makes sense that there's so many options in here. It does make sense. Because we have so many activated abilities and everything. We have a great double block into the Mire when it comes time. And hopefully the Knight-Errant just restocks our hand. And we... Honestly, tapping down 4 creatures might be the best bet so we can get the Wingmantle. Ah, Brutal Cathar number 1. Okay, well, we don't have a great double block anymore. Well, we kind of do. Captive Weird and the Faithbound Judge. We lose the second Faithbound Judge then, though. I don't know, guys. We're in trouble, man. We're in trouble. And I probably could have played this one out a little bit better. Maybe it was just Knight-Errant, take a beating from the soldiers for a turn, restock our hand immediately. Maybe it was that, right? Because now they have a bunch of 2/2s, and they're not going to lose this Valiant Veteran for anything. Alright, get rid of Mire. I don't want to chump the 5. We're just going to take the 5 down to 8 and hope. I don't think there's going to be a way through unless we have removal for the Valiant Veteran. And even then, if they see a mana off the top. Okay, Mire's out of here. That's good news. Faithbound Judge in the grave. Faithbound Judge again. And now we're just too low to actually play the Knight-Errant, huh? We go... Yeah, if we go Judge, tap down all 4. Yeah, it's not working out, is it? It's not working out. So we'll just do 1, see if we can get a couple 1-mana cards then, I suppose, right? It didn't work out this time, guys, but yeah. Wow, it was just... Oh, okay, no. For some reason, the Blight Pile I thought was a land. It kind of looks like land art, doesn't it? Yeah, nothing to restock there. If we would have tapped down 1 more creature, we could have picked up the Blight Piles, but even then, we need as many blockers as possible for the 2/2s now that we're down to 7. Actually, I think it's a full swing regardless, right? Power up Foundry full swing. Because we can only block 3. We block the highest one, so we'd have to chump the Guardian. Woohoo! Give something flying. Yeah, that'll do it. Brutal Cathar, probably. Ah, they want to give it to the Guardian. That makes sense, too, because now they can just enlist, and they don't have to worry about any blockers. Wow, GG opponent, that was a brutal one, guys. I don't even want to say that the opponents, like, really had it. That was just a case of just good cards, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, I mean, we'll block on the ground just for the sake of... I didn't look at my quests. I don't know if I have, like, any that says kill opponent's creatures, but also just for the sake of blocking, too. GG opponent. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can get Let's see if we can get right into the next one and see if we can do something a little bit better with the Knight. I think the Knight is going to be a good addition in here. We just have to find a good moment to play it. And I think the turn before this last one would have been a much better turn to actually just play it out. So it depends. It depends, right? I have the quest for attack with 45 creatures. I think that said, oh my goodness, that's so many creatures to attack with. Get that quest, immediately plays defenders. Oh my goodness. That is actually pretty funny. Yeah, it's okay. We got a couple other videos to record today too. We'll get all the quests done. Wow, no white source. Wow. You know what? I think we keep this too. I don't know. The starting hands have been all right. It's like, this isn't a bad hand. We're seeing creatures that we want to see for sure. A Walking Bulwark. Okay. Ooh. You have the shores here. Concealing Curtains blocks really well. Phoenix Chick. Okay. It does not block that very well. Faithbound Judge, on the other hand. Yeah, there we go. We don't have any white sources, though. Oh, no, guys. Not this again. Come on, man. Come on. We can see it. We can totally see it. Now, I know I could have mulliganed. I could have. Etching doesn't get through. Right now, if it's like Phoenix Chick number 2 would be best thing for the opponent. Phoenix Chick number 2, keep Play with Fire open. A swing with Etching, then Play with Fire, whatever we block with, but that also works. Lightning Strike not hitting our face is solid, I would say. Could just use this ability, I suppose, peer into the opponent's hand. They do get a draw. Now, we just play everything out, and we really, really hope to see some mana here. Now, the double white, this is proof that the double white in the Faithbound Judge is pretty greedy to have in here, but it's like I said, I believe the majority of land. I mean, I thought about the mana base for quite some time. I believe the majority of land does have white source, so it's one of those cases where if I've mulliganed, maybe we would have seen a better hand. Down to 11, down to 9 from the Phoenix Chick swing. Swings with Etching just for the sake of swinging. No, they swing at the Invasion over here. Wow. We can power up Captive Weird and see if we can see a land off of it. I mean, it'll be a 3/3. It's not bad. We just take 2 damage is the biggest problem from that. Tough decision, guys. Tough decision. Let's just take 2 damage. I think we're in trouble either way, and we're like really struggling to see the things that we need to see, so alright, we'll just keep 3/3 back. Concealing Curtains isn't bad. We're getting a lot of stuff on the ground, but when we're up against a Phoenix Chick, like we desperately need to see protection in the air, like the Faithbound Judge. Yep, they're eventually gonna swing and get that Invasion flipped. Captive Weird. Okay. Concealing Curtains. Blight Pile. Blight Pile could do a lot of damage every turn. I think if they double block, like, it's not that bad for us. We take out that Swift Spear and we're still able to block Etching very well. Other than that, they'll be taking 3 damage. Yeah. Down to 17. Blight Pile doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for its ability. Maybe I should have been being more aggressive here. Probably not though, right? When we're up against mono red, like, look, they have Stoke the Flames over here too. Oh my goodness. Okay, flip this into Disciples of the Inferno. Deals that much damage plus 2 instead. So 6 damage from Stoke the Flame. And then 5 damage from Lightning Strike. That'll do it. That'll do it. GG opponent. Oh man. We are getting wrecked right now, but I mean, what else do we expect? We are playing Jank. I expect a little more. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think we can still do a thing here or there. So come on, guys. Let's get at least 1 victory today, right? I believe in us. So far, it hasn't been that bad, right? What were we up against? Dimir, an off-meta Dimir deck. That was a cool one. Mono white soldiers rocking the new Dusk Legion. That was neat. Mono red just doing mono red things, but we survived a decent amount there. And had we actually seen the Faithbound Judge, that might have been a completely different story. Well, I mean, a way to play the Faithbound Judge, right? Oh yeah, guys, the hands. Eee. At least we have one white source here. Alright, let's give it a shot, man. We got turn 1 Concealing Curtains at least. No guaranteed anything on turn 2. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright. Turn 2 Concealing Curtains. That's good. That's good. We're fine, guys. Everything's fine. Maybe I just gotta mulligan more. Maybe that's the main issue right now. I wonder why not play Swift Spear there. That was a little odd. Wonder what was just chilling in their hand that made them not want to play. I mean, I guess they were just gonna swing. They didn't have a second mana, that's what it was probably, right? They were just gonna swing into the Concealing Curtains, so it didn't matter. If they had an open mana, then maybe, because they could have played with Fire Curtains and then Swift Spear gets the prowess, right? Yeah, guys, we're not drawing super well right now, at least. Can't tell if it's the deck's fault. It very well might be. A Blight Pile open, at least that, right? We can take out Phoenix Chick and Surveil to try to find just more. I do love all the one. Ooh, we might not want to hit that, actually. That's scary. That's scary business. They'll eventually have the 3 bring back the Phoenix Chick, but we should take care of it, man. Mainly for the Surveil as well. Let's go Knight-Errant here. And like max out. We're too far away from the Wingmantle. We're still like 2 turns away from actually being able to play, or 2 actual like draw land turns away from being able to play it, so. So we do Captive Weird. And am I missing something? Oh, I used my white source. Oh no, guys. What have I done? That's really funny, man. Hey, maybe it'll work out in our favor. Maybe we'll see land off the top where we maybe weren't gonna see land if we played the Knight. I used my 1 white source. We have no white creatures on the board here. Dude, this is rough, man. Oh, we see a land. Oh my goodness. Oh, geez, yeah. So, Bloodfeather Phoenix is just a huge problem. At this point, we need to see another land, and I'm just like, wow, man. If we go 3 creatures, we'll have 3 blockers on the ground. They have enough to bring back Phoenix in the air. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna die to the Flyers, guys. Oh no, only a Faithbound Judge. Look at all the land! All the white sources. The good news is we do have double white on the board this game, so Faithbound Judge is excellent for Phoenix Chick, but I can't guarantee it's gonna survive. Stoke the Flame is a card that exists now, so this is cool though, man. We know how to get defenders on the board. We just have to figure out the rest of it then. It's always going to be an uphill battle against mono red right now, though. It's in a great position. We're actually not seeing as much Bloodfeather Phoenix as I thought we were going to see, which is a little bit surprising. We completely locked them up on the ground here, man. I think we just continue to lock them up on the ground and hope that they don't stoke the flames the Faithbound Judge. At this point, mana off the top, Wingmantle Chaplain would be incredible, guys. We might be able to get there. You never know. They might not have burn for our face or anything. We definitely block the Bloodfeather Phoenix, even if they do have like a play with fire. Okay, stoke with flame number 1. Swing with Bloodfeather. Yep. Okay, mana off the top is necessary. Not gonna be a mana. Captive Weird, take 2, not the play by any means. Bulwark. 1, 2, 3. The problem with the Knight-Errant is how many lands are we just like... Hmm. All right, well, we'll go with 3. We already have the Wingmantle in hand. Oh no, guys, it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh no. Right, so yeah, Thundering Raiju, that's good. That's really good for them. I think that's game, isn't it? Ah, geez. Yeah, Wingmantle could have been great, but Thundering Raiju... Actually, Thundering Raiju wouldn't have ended... Wait. We're taking 3. Are they wide enough here? I don't think they're wide enough, guys. They put the counter on the Raiju, bringing us down to 1. I mean, Raiju... Yeah, Raiju wanted to put the counter elsewhere. We still didn't see the mana, though, for the Wingmantle. Oh, darn. Darn, we had a chance. We did. That's really funny, man. Ah, geez. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry we're not drawing better. All right, let's just transform a Concealing Curtains and see what's in their hand. Bloodthirsty Adversary. And we'll swing because it is game over because of Bloodfeather Phoenix. Dang, Wingmantle Chaplain could have been awesome, guys. And yeah, they would have needed another way to get that last bit of damage through. Oh, like a Kamano, for example. But either way, seeing that 4th mana could have been really good there. Guys, we're going to try one more game. I really do. I believe that we can get this victory. I really do. Matter of fact, the last time we played Defenders, it just completely outperformed my expectations. While this is a very different version of that deck, I'm still holding on to that hope, you know what I mean? I believe in us, guys, come on. We gotta actually see the mana we need to see as well. This is a good hand, man. Look, the mana is here. Everything we need to be successful in a game is in hand, and we're going first, guys. That is super essential, especially if we're up against more mono red or something. Okay, another plains. Okay, all right, guys. This is the one. This is the one. I'm feeling it. All right, no cut down for the Captive Weird. Like, we're already on a roll. Blood Tithe Harvester, okay. Pile on. Good draw. Just pile on Harvester. It's not like the greatest hit, is it? You keep pile on and meeting open, I suppose. And that's probably what we end up doing here, right? Because the Harvester doesn't hit anything just yet. Bankbuster, okie dokies. We'll probably go with Meeting of the Minds then. And I don't think we trade. If they swing with Harvester, I don't believe we trade. I think we keep the Blight Pile around. And just take the 3. Wow, they use it. Archfiend of Dross, huh? Okay. See if they swing. They do not. All right. Meeting of Minds. Let's do this. Draw 2. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the one. Restock that hand. Ooh, another Meeting of Minds, actually. Wow. Look, we actually have 4 mana, too, for when we draw the Wingmantle. This is going to be cool. It's going to be neat. All right. If we play the other Captive Weird, then we... No, opponent, come back! That's not how I wanted to win. Aw, man. All right, well. That's cool, man. That's cool. Look, we were about to be able to do 4 damage from Blight Pile every turn, but we were going to keep it all open to have the pylon and the Meeting of the Minds open too. Very cool overall. Like, actually just seeing good cards. Meeting of the Minds was going to help us draw into the Wingmantle, or the Knight-Errant would have been an excellent card to see here, since we were actually keeping creatures on the board too. Oh man, yeah, that was just a much better draw overall. It's too bad the opponent ended up conceding there. Guys, we're just gonna try to get a really fast game in. You never know, right? Before we hit that 50-minute mark, we're just gonna try to get one more really fast one. Look, they might be playing Jank too. You never know. You never know. Maybe it's a mirror match, defender versus defender. Yeah, this is a pretty bad hand, isn't it? Like, we got the land, but we don't got anything else. Opponent goes first. We have a chance of drawing creatures. Crap. Okay, first mulligan, even though it probably shouldn't have been the first mulligan, right? Walking Bulwark. I think we send one of those. Keep a variety of defenders for more occasions, right? I think that's totally fine. Concealing Curtains. Alright, we'll go turn 1 Concealing Curtains. I think that's probably the best bet. I was thinking, like, if we see an untapped black source that doesn't deal damage to us, yeah, like that, right? But yeah, no, that's still fine. See if the counter happens here. It does not. Look at us go, guys. Getting all the defenders on the board, and Knight-Errant is ready. Or Faithbound Judge. Yeah. Faithbound Judge, then, I guess. Looks like it might be a board wipe, though, next turn. I want to tap all 3 of these to hit 3 drops, too. And then play Raffine's Tower this turn. Yeah, we had to take the damage for the white source from Caves. Oh, now it's the counter spell. Well, that hurts my feelings a little bit. Crap. Last turn they didn't have it. Because it needed to be 3 because they didn't have an artifact. Aw, that's rough, man. That's rough. Well, at this point, we have to anticipate, I guess, more counter spells. So is it just Concealing Curtains, see what we see in the opponent's hand, start getting swings in? Yeah, I wanted it to be a fast one. Looks like we went up against some control here, though. Disruption Protocol again. But it's probably Wandering Emperor, right? Memory Deluge isn't a great one to have them discard. Just try our best to play around Disruption Protocol. Probably Wandering Emperor, I would say. That makes the most sense to me. And their Flame Blessed Bolt literally does nothing in this deck until we get some of our, like, 1/1s and stuff out, so. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, missing mana. Again, though, that's not how I like to win. It really isn't how I like to win games, man. I was thinking about maybe, I guess we could do this to everything instead of playing, like, it's 9 damage down to 8. Instead of playing the Faithbound Judge, right? It's not bad. It really isn't. Walking Bulwark happens to be pretty good, especially when the opponent isn't drawing what they need to draw. At this point, if we knew they were going to be missing mana, we should have just taken the Disruption Protocol, but Walking Bulwark's probably just going to clean up the game if they miss their 4th mana source. At this point, if they find their 4th mana source, they might only have Memory Deluge too, so. Guys, overall, I hope you enjoyed the deck list, right? Because, like, those first games, man, it didn't feel like we were drawing really well, and I think you guys would back me up there. Like, these last 2 games, we're seeing, like, just better draws overall. And I can't really tell if it's just how I put the deck together, if it's just not, like, maybe I didn't think about the mana base well enough or anything. Yeah, the opponent's probably going to run down the timer here, unfortunately, if they missed their 4th mana. That kind of sucks, but I'm going to stick it out just for the sake of getting another victory because, like, you know, I'm not going to concede. Oh, they are here. Maybe they froze and we didn't give the opponents the benefit of the doubt there, guys. We really didn't. So at this point, we're going to give haste to the Captive Weird. And we're still going to full swing. We can get Faithbound Judge down this turn, though. Maybe that's the better, best case. Probably not. Probably not, guys. It's still just a full swing. They're taking 6 damage here. Yeah, missing the 4th mana definitely sucks, but they're still in this, down to 2. They could see a board wipe. They could play mana and drop the board wipe, and then we're in trouble. So yeah, maybe overall, maybe I just spoke too soon here. We'll see, we'll see. I'm just gonna keep Seed of the Empire in hand. So that turn, it could have been just swing with, get 3 through, get the Faithbound Judge down. But it's kind of like I said, if they see the 4th mana. Dude, how unlucky. We thought we were getting unlucky. I bet they have 26 mana in there. I bet, you know what? Some of these Jeskai builds might have 27 mana. I feel that, opponent. I feel that. I feel that pain. I bet a lot of people do. I'm sorry, buddy. Like I said, that's not how I like to win. But we definitely drew, like, way better in those last 2 games. Wow, holy cow. I mean, there's just there's no comparison. There really wasn't. Then the opponents in the starting games, too, they really had it, didn't they? So, I really don't know. Some stuff to note about the deck is obviously in that match, when you have the extra mana and you already have the defenders on the board, then you can really start to plug that damage through, which is really nice, huh? When you have cards like Concealing Curtain or Surge Engine, or even the Captive Weird can just lose the defender on their own too. So sometimes you don't even need the Walking Bulwark. You can just start swinging in general anyways. Very janky list, guys. I really can't tell if I just got unlucky in all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be bad in a lot of different scenarios, right? Blight Pile didn't do nearly as much as I wanted it to. The truth of the matter is 3 mana and tapping the Blight Pile is very expensive. We do have 24 mana in here, so the games where we only saw 3 and we were really sweating to see the 4th mana, it happens, man. It happens at 24. I think I actually just brought that up in the last video as well, where that's why, or no, it wasn't the last one, it was the mono black. When you have a lot of 4-drops that you want to play, 25 is something to consider for sure. Pylon is excellent. I love it. Meeting of the Minds is excellent. Like, I would be shocked if some of these Convoke cards didn't find play somewhere. Just somewhere. I don't know where, just somewhere, right? Knight-Errant of Eos is excellent. I have another deck planned for this week rocking the Knight-Errant, and I'm excited, man. We saw there, though, how scary it can be up against counter spells, right? You tap down all your creatures, you're really banking on getting those extra cards into your hand, and then boom, counter spell. Just ruining the game as usual, those counter spells, let me tell you what, right? Wingmantle, I would have actually liked to play it today. That would have been nice. But yeah, like I said, 4 mana, if you got cards that you need to play, sometimes 25 is something to consider. In a deck like this, with all these activated abilities, we should go up to 25. That's probably the big change there. The double white and Faithbound Judge held us up in at least 1 game. I'm trying to think if it held us up in 2 games or not. I don't think so. What I would do, I would drop a Captive Weird, go up a 25th land, and then more testing's required at that point. Just go up another white source, though, because apparently that is a very difficult thing to pull off. So the Deserted Beach would be fine, right? There's all the white sources. Oh, and Raffine's Tower. Okay, yeah, no, we got a little unlucky in some of those games. That's a lot of white sources, man. But still, double white and Faithbound Judge, it's still a little greedy. Okay, I could see dropping a Captive Weird, dropping a Surge Engine. 2 Surge Engines will be fine, right? Going up another white source like the Deserted Beach. and then going up one more piece of removal as well, probably that second Fateful Absence, or like I said when we were going over the list, your choice of spot removal is totally fine, but since we're going up more white sources, white spot removal might be preferred then, you know what I mean? That's the list, guys. Very janky. You know, I would put this one on the do not craft list, of course, but that's you know, I don't think I have to say that when we have a janky list like this in front of us, right? So, guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions for real. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.